Hey everyone, it's Crystal here. So I want to talk about accountability and why is accountability important? Why do we need accountability in our career development? And what accountability is taking responsibility. But sometimes when we don't have a sense of who we need to be accountable to, because perhaps maybe we're running our own business and we're entrepreneurs and we're accountable to ourselves. Or maybe you're in a position at a company where you have a boss that you need to be accountable to. So that's the pressure upon you to make you accountable, to force you into having that accountability. But when you find it slipping, or you find that you start procrastinating, when you find that you aren't being accountable to yourself, you have to look at who you need to be accountable to. And if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, that would be to yourself, most likely, your family, to the lifestyle that you want to achieve. And we have to know what accountability looks like. And that makes responsibility a key player in this. And responsibility is being able to respond. So you're able to respond to the demands that are required of you, to the tasks that are required to be completed to make yourself follow through, to make yourself move towards your goal, to allow what you're dreaming, what you're visioning, what you see in your head actually come into reality. So it's really important to look at the responsibility role of your own self, all the things and tasks required for you to be responsible, and make yourself accountable for them. Give yourself a good enough reason why. Because if you don't have a good enough reason why, or even a reason for the effort behind what you're doing, then there's no reason to be accountable and you'll just put it off and put it off longer and longer. So it's really important that we look at this area of growth because sometimes when we're making excuses or finding ways out or feeling constricted or defeated by certain tasks, we stay in our comfort zone. We allow ourselves to be distracted or to find other avenues to draw us away from what we need to do. And in actuality, we're just avoiding what we know we need to do. So, know who you want to be accountable to. The goals that, if you were accountable, they would lead you and bring you to succeed within the things that you're wanting to achieve. So, really outlining your goals is really critical because that gives us a milestone to work towards. It gives you a place to look at where you want to be and work towards that. And that's why it's so critical to create those milestones within your career. So you know what the plan is, you know what you're working towards. It's not all stuck in your head, you have it out there. And it needs to become a part of you. You know, you grow when you do the things that you don't like. And sometimes we have to do the things that we don't like. And as we do them more and more, they become more familiar in our life. They become just a part of who we are. It's more comforting. We start stepping into it, it becomes easier. But of course, on the onset, it's really hard to do that. So our minds like to keep us in what's familiar and keep us away from what's unfamiliar. So we have to work towards making what is unfamiliar familiar. And if you're not accountable, if accountability is not familiar to you, then that's a habit that we want to look at, see what's behind that, why you fall off the wagon, and really learn to rewire that thought pattern, that pattern of action, and make you start being accountable, make you find that passion of why you want to do it, what's in store for you, and the success that you want to reach when you do reach your career goals. And when you reach your career goals, everything else in life comes together. It's like a choir. It all sings together. I'm sorry, my dog is in the background snoring if you hear that. So please disregard. But it's like a choir that comes together and you start singing. Your life sings in a different way and certain things start changing for you. And your career is so critical. We spend a third, if not more, of our life working and doing work. So why not feel good about what we're doing? And in order to feel good, we have to take the responsibility of our role. We have to take the responsibility of what we have to do. So we're accountable. And mostly it's being accountable to ourselves. And you know what that looks like. You know that if you've gone on any sort of food plan or food diet, maybe a keto diet, or maybe you've gone on a crazy smoothie diet, which I've done that before. I don't recommend it, by the way. You are accountable to yourself to follow it, to maintain it, and to be disciplined within it. And that's what accountability is about, is following through, maintaining that accountability, and being disciplined enough to hold yourself responsible. So, if you're needing help with this is certainly something that I've seen business owners, entrepreneurs, and people who are trying to grow within their career in an employee setting, trying to be more accountable so they can reach those milestones, so they can reach those career goals, and really start setting themselves out there to gain that success, gain that enjoyment of what they want from their career and really build the lifestyle that they want to have. I hope you're able to get some value out of that today. I'll see you soon.